Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Dice and Dudes. We're actually at episode 16, but session 124 of the Mist in the Night campaign. Thanks again for joining us. Sorry so much for the late start. I had a few real life events come up, but we're gonna have a shorter game session today. But a little bit of D&D is better than no D&D at all. So we're gonna get to it. We do have a couple of quick announcements to get through. Then we can go ahead and start our game with their meeting with King Kynes. So first off, we are once again brought to you by Military Gamer Supply. Nice enough to supply us the space and the internet and some of the cameras and other equipment that we're using to currently bring this amazing, entertaining D&D session to you all. Does Military Gamer Supply have any events coming up?
Yeah, there's going to be a Flames of War tournament at the end of February 22nd. We have Friday Night Magic going on every week. Saturday Magic is going to be standard, Sunday for modern. Open gaming Monday through Sunday. As long as the store is open, come on in and play. There's still the Escalation League going for Age of Sigmar. Going to be working on probably an Escalation League for Kill Team later on, so
Very
if
nice.
you want to get in on that, David.
I might be getting in on that. Maybe get some terrain made and stuff for that, you know?
Sounds good. Is there anything else, Nick?
You know, I keep checking on the Military Gamer Supply Facebook because of me and Vince. So some of the other players from here are going to be at the Las Vegas Open starting Friday.
Starting Friday.
Yeah, keep a close eye on that because they're going to be sending lots of videos and pictures and stuff. And they always stomp the competition because, you know, El Paso's amazing and breeds amazing people. It's a harsh environment here. They're like Spartans, everybody that comes from here.
Tilt your camera to where we can see your face.
It's my first time, so I'm probably
You're behind it.
Let us see your face, please.
Tilt it.
Well, we always take
Keep tilting.
A little more.
Keep tilting. Your top of your head should be near the top of the camera.
Yes, please.
Show us that cleavage.
There's a camera in front of your face, Sonia. Please tilt it. Please tilt it.
I'm not showing cleavage.
Not to ask you to
Well, I'm being cheeky.
He's being cheeky. We're not asking you to show cleavage. Please tilt your camera down, please.
Don't worry, Sonia.
People can't see you.
I'm on my kids.
Can you wait a minute?
No, I'm a very impatient person, as you all well know.
We need gratification now.
Other announcements that we have, David's Tiles and Terrain. Been a little lax with my posting over the last few weeks of the current things I'm working on because I'm trying to do a big secret thing, and I've been advised that I should instead do small reveals at least once a week, maybe twice a week, to at least keep you guys interested and show you guys what I've been working on. So I will reaffirm to do that as opposed to making you guys wait for weeks on it and then doing one gigantic reveal of a 6-layer dungeon that I've made every stitch and piece for. Do have a bunch of brand new designs coming out that are absolutely destroying my brain and trying to figure out how to engineer all this and make it look good and all the painting and everything going into it. But I do it for these dudes sitting around the table, and I do it because I love it. We love you. I will be running a special one-shot mini campaign in the next few, probably 6 to 8 weeks, probably sometime in March. We'll see. Mainly, just giving you some time. We want to work out a few camera issues. That's going to focus mainly around the terrain that's being created for it. So we've got a few technical issues worked out, and that's pretty much when I'll start getting stuff on the table. If you are interested in running in something like that, and you live in El Paso, that is important.
Or don't mind traveling.
Come on down. I'm
Right.
thinking about running multiple events before we do the stream, before we kind of reveal everything of it. So we'll see how that goes. But I'd like to get as many people playing through it. I'm running a special adventure for it, created just by me in my own homebrew world. So it will be a completely unique and different adventure with characters created by the players. That is currently all that I have. We are going to be short Paul Schulte today. He regretfully can't make it. He has other obligations that he has to take care of. And we have our resident Sonia playing Triswin on Skype. So we'll see how that works out. This is a new adventure for all of us, trying to play D&D with someone Skyping while we're streaming. So we'll see how that works. We'll see how we can get that done.
She's currently not playing along and has her face right behind the camera.
I am grabbing my dice.
Do we have anything else that we need to talk
Final
about?
announcement from Military Gamer Supply, there will be an intermediate painter's class on Saturday. So if you want to learn how to paint some miniatures, come on down. The in-house painter, Todd Falk, will be teaching.
Yeah, from what I heard, the beginner class was great. There was a great turnout. People had a lot of fun. So yeah, if you want to learn some painting techniques, definitely come on down and check it out. That's it from my end.
Good job on the audio.
No, all right. Okay, cool. So we are going to go ahead and get ourselves stuck back into the continuing adventures of the Knights of Fate in this week's episode of Dice and Dudes. Last time, Rotmir had made the life-changing decision to leave his homeland, to fly in the face of his brother's proposal to rebel against him, and at that same time reneging the privileges that he has with his family and everything else thereof. Heading to Kornberg, the group decided that they needed to finally pick up the finally what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gapping a word. My brain's not working right now.
Orange.
Banana.
No.
The Mount.
The Tome of Strahd. It was the
Big book.
Yes. Finally it was decoded. It was decoded,
Yeah.
and they got the actual writing of the Tome of Strahd, and not the inane babbling that Strahd had done originally. Finally, that has been complete. They now have that. The converted text back in its full form, as well as having the original tome as well. Yes, thank you.
We're also banned from the library.
After that, you all were asked to never return to the library, as Thrivus has translated the tome and has now has inferred that when you read the tome, you will understand why he doesn't want you around anymore. Not the least of which, the last time you all were there, Rakshasa Assassin did try to kill him for his association.
No, that was the time before.
The time before.
The last time I stole the book.
Well, that's a small
Yes,
difference.
and true, Perry did steal a book.
They
the
didn't
last
find
time he was
out.
there, that you know of.
If they found out, I think we'd be dead.
Then, after that, they were approached by a very old ally of theirs, the ally that actually started the Knights of Fate. Oh, so long ago, on the first steps of their adventure, Lady Morwen of Carlacton, when they attended said meeting with her on a dilapidated building on the lower income side of Kornberg, they discovered that she, along with King Caius I, who you all learned is actually a vampire, and has been all of his lineage for the last few hundred years. You all have discovered that is in fact the case, and now he sits before you. You all are now face to face with King Caius. As he stands up and bows to you all. Thank you for coming. I understand that you have a great many things upon your mind, but I am glad that you could meet with me this night. Please, have a seat.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate this. It's quite an honor to have a meeting with one such as you. I wish we were more prepared for it. I feel...
I apologize for the cloak and dagger, but you understand that it is necessary in a situation such as this. The King of Garnath meeting with the Knights of Fate may prove to be somewhat troublesome for some, especially with the news that I must give you.
Well, that sounds a bit ominous.
Well, do please forgive the current state of the Cronenberg Chronicle and the stories that are now being published about you. If you notice, they do not speak of your current adventures, but more about your personalities and things. Trying to distract away from that, as you have become a little too famous for what I would consider a covert operation such as these. And what you are about to do needs to remain between us and no one else. No doubt, you all have discovered very much since coming into contact with Strahd and recovering the tome. And you all understand that I am his he is directly my sire. He would be considered the first vampire, I would be considered the second. So I have a strange place in history.
Yeah, but you have made a good thing of it.
I am not one to mince words. I have not been as kind as I am now. I used to have a very different worldview, which leads to the current situation that we find ourselves in and the fortuitous events that you all have taken upon this quest.
So perhaps there's something you wish to ask of us?
I wish to offer you the aid that you require in order to re-enter the realm of Barovia and bring your vengeance upon Strahd, if that be it what you wish.
Is there a price? Is this?
The price is you will have to place yourself in danger in order to do this.
Define places in danger.
A great many years ago, I discovered that the overlords, the ones that were directly responsible for the creation of Strahd's realm and the re-implementation of Barovia into its own pocket dimension, that they had created a doorway that would lead back into Barovia, that they would use should they need it. Strahd, being aware of such a thing, had sent me, when we were still loyal, or when I was still loyal to him, to find a piece of this door and squirrel it away. That way it could not be found and used against me. I understand that you have at least a piece of that door now.
Yeah.
I can offer the location of another piece.
Anything to expedite this.
If we had all the pieces, how would we enter Barovia?
If what Lady Morwen has told me is correct, then the Hag Lesaga resides within the hammer of Driswin. Right? Driswin? That's right. Yes, Driswin. And he points at you, still with your hat on in the guise of Ricky.
I'll take off the hat.
Lady Morwen smiles at you. It is good to see you again. I'm sorry it's under such strange circumstances.
And so much undead.
Now, at this point, each of you notice, as you all have been traveling with Valis for a while, on and off now for a couple of years, he always wore a particular necklace that was given to him. You notice that Lady Morwen as well as Caius both wear a very similar amulet around their neck. You know, it hides you from detection and divination magic.
Well, that
That's
certainly explains a
expensive.
lot.
Very. Now, in my youth, I wanted to take over Karnath and bring war to my brothers and sisters. To bring the 5 nations back into one under my rule. I have learned the folly of those ways. But in my youth, I decided to hide this piece of the doorway in the one place that no one would have a simple time of retrieving. deep within the elemental chaos, where the elemental plane of earth and air meet, you will find the keep on Winemouth Abyss. There is a garrison of King Rogver, a stone giant, a rather vicious individual, who is known to have his marauding hordes destroy and collect anything of value that they come across. I had a few of my men happen to be there when they were, so that the piece of the doorway would be absconded with by these stone giants and taken back to Winemouth Abyss. Now, as this item would have no intrinsic value, as it is simply a piece of the doorway, it would not house much of in the way of worth to King Rogver. So he would not take it to his main keep, to his main stronghold. I believe it still lies within the vaults of the Winemouth Abyss. If you can enter that place, you can recover it, and you can make your way into Barovia.
This presents a small problem, but with the plane shifting and all. That
Yeah.
is quite powerful magic.
It is, and if you do not have the capability to do this, I can offer you a way inside, if you so need it.
On the way out,
The way out could be harder, but
Basically, go through Barovia first.
you may have to enter Barovia simply after that. I can offer a way in, but the way out will be much more difficult. But that is up to you on what you want to do.
this is acceptable.
Within,
A request, would you provide a tuning instrument for this plane?
for
Yeah, the plane we are on.
for the material plane, I can provide you with some materials, but I know not the ritual. Lady Marwan types up and she says, "Don't worry, I can provide you with such an artifact."
Excellent. And then we will be prepared to do what is needed.
I have a question of you.
Speak.
What would happen to you if we kill Strahd?
My friend here, Lady Morgan, has asked the same question now. It is a bit of a myth in folklore that killing the master vampire will kill his sires. I will be quite fine. Though if Strahd does come to this plane, it does create a very unfortunate situation for myself, as he will be able to re-exert his control over me, and I will be as powerful as I am. He is my sire. He will be able to exert his control, and with the position that I am currently in within Karnath and beyond, that would make for him a very easy avenue into spreading his war back out into Greater Eberron.
Is there a way that we can possibly redeem his soul?
I am not a religious man anymore. I have seen far too many things to put my faith in the gods. If you wish to redeem him, that is a task that, if could be done, would be monumental. He could be a great ally, but I think he may be too far gone. I do not know. I have not seen him for well over 500 years. And that worries me. I know that you have been there before, and according to Lady Morrowind, you have had dealings with him. You would know his state of mind far better than I would. Now, I can offer you a way into this place. It is a portal that extends from the material plane that is relatively close. It is the original portal that I sent my own men through in order to deliver the door to Winemouth Abyss. Widmouth Abyss. That portal, though, currently is guarded against myself and my companion, as undead may not enter its premises. Once you are past the doorway, the initial doorway, you will find that I have left a powerful servant there to guard it. I would suggest that if this is the way you wish to take, that you bring with yourself a offering of very, very fresh meat for
What are you looking at me for?
Zagar, an old friend of mine who I tried to turn, but it did not work as well as I would have hoped. He became something different, more akin to a ghoul than a vampire.
Is it a preferred meat?
Fresh.
Yeah.
I have given him regular feedings, but every once in a while the person sent to deliver said food does not come back. So
So maybe it's a cow?
a cow, anything that you have killed, preferably anything that you have killed that day.
Would live be acceptable?
If you want that upon your conscience, that is on you.
Yeah, it's a cow.
It would be hard to get the cow into where you are. You are going to have to swim underwater in order to find this portal.
What about a Perry? Would he accept a Perry?
I'm sure he would love humanoid flesh, but again, from what I understand, berry may be more useful to you all alive.
Yeah, it's
And we might have a
We're
wizard
not
die
feeding
from meat.
people to this thing. Get a cow.
The portal lies beyond that. He is a little strange now that time has played with his mind. But if you take this and he pulls a pendant out of his robes, or out of his cloak, and extends it towards Trisman. If you show him this artifact, he will understand that you come from me and might be able to curb his urges long enough that you can use the portal without him trying to kill you. He is not a simple ghoul, and I have seen him dispatch very, very powerful people.
Listen, we shall hope not to come into conflict with him.
I would rather he not be killed if at all possible, as he is quite a reliable guardian of that place. And if should someone come across it, well, it would create issues for me.
Yes.
There has been, at least on 2 occasions, stone giants that have wandered into that place, and he has dispatched them himself. I would rather keep that place hidden.
This makes sense. We will do our best.
Now, in the Lake Thronehold, at the southeast corner, you will find a tree that has no earthly reason to be in that location. It does not belong. He looks over at you. I understand that you know the forest well.
Aye,
This should stand out quite easily to your eyes.
no problem.
100 paces directly west, you will enter the water, swim down 50 feet, and enter the tunnels. Once you emerge, you will be within Zagora's lair, and beyond the portal. Once you are within the elemental chaos, I cannot offer you a way back, but should you have, as you say, the other pieces of the door, I believe you could enter Borovia simply from that location. I believe. And you see Lady Morwen kind of stroke her face a bit. I think it should be possible. I think it should be possible. Is there anything else that I can assist you with? I do not believe that you will find much in the way of monetary reward within a Weymouth Abyss. That keep is not meant for keeping the most valuable items. The main stronghold is where most of those will be kept. So this is simply this would simply be for the door piece.
This is a means to an end.
Yes.
The money is not important, it's the defeat of Strahd.
I am glad that you see it that way, for I can offer nothing. I cannot be connected to this in any way.
Honestly, I have no idea who we've been speaking to.
I'm very glad to hear that. But I appreciate you all doing what you're doing and working as hard as you all have been. There is not many who have come from disparate nations in history that collect together altruistically
Some of us more altruistic than others.
Well, each of you stands now, these 6 of you who stand before me, whether you fail or not, history will remember you.
Technically speaking, I'm going home. Kind of.
Or hopefully they remember us for being victoriously and coming back alive.
That would be preferable. But this would complete your quest. You would be done with your stated goal. Perhaps the strangeness of the magic happening would finally subside, and we could go and live our normal lives. That would be a great thing of beauty.
Well, we have our tasks before us then.
I have precious little time, but if you have any questions of me or requests that I can fulfill, ask me now, for we will probably never meet again.
How do you know if you're actually under his control? He bit me once, and I was not able to control myself for a while.
Hopefully time and distance has helped, but if you were not turned to a full vampire, it should not create an issue. By now you would have already turned and become a full-fledged vampire.
Okay.
And if you start trying to get naked again, I think we'll figure it out.
Nah, she's wrapped in armor. It'll be difficult.
You know, you'd think that, but you weren't there.
If,
A long story. Don't worry about it.
Nobody's to be had from me. I would say that the woman, Lysaga, if indeed you have gone about your quest and she has given you the information to create the doorway and to use it, she would be the last living person to have it. I would take great care with that mole and with her soul. It is a great thing that she is doing for you. Now, the sacrifice that she makes is a dire one for your return to Barovia.
I believe her soul will be at peace.
Let us hope.
We go then.
I appreciate you all coming. Haste would be preferable, but I understand that you may have other duties here in Kornberg. But I would suggest that you make your way towards the Lake of Thronehold as quickly as possible. Lady Morwen will look over at you. Excuse me, sorcerer. You have the ability to teleport, correct?
Yeah, this is true.
Good. Now, while you must destroy this information after you have used it, I have way for you to enter Thronehold's solitary teleportation circle. But we would need your word that you would destroy this information after using it.
Yeah, you have my word as a priest of Alandra.
Good. Are you lying?
No.
Okay.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, because
I might-
Everyone-
I got a
everyone's-
roll. I did like she still rolled and like okay.
Everyone's eyes turned straight to Finnet hearing that.
she nods her head and
But I am a priest. Why does everybody not
please,
believe?
the quiet of the next room will be much more conducive to the information given. And she goes to the next room with you, where she will spend the next 10-15 minutes showing you the ritual end.
But Twitter needs to
Okay, imagine most teleportation circles are like a 10-digit combination lock.
This is like a
This
200.
is like a 2, I mean, holy Jesus. And it's redundant at times that you have to enter it a certain way. So it's going to be easy to forget because you're just not going to want to try to even remember this after using it.
And my brain's running out of my ears a little bit, so that's the thing.
After you return, Lady Morwen will send word to me. I wish that when you finish your business in Barovia, if you are able to kill Strahd, I have evacuated everyone out of the woods where the original Barovia transposed into the pocket dimension it currently lies in. If you kill Strahd, that pocket dimension and Eberron will become counter-minus once again, and it will be devastating to the lands around it. I am pulling out as many people as I can for as long as I can. But the longer that this takes, the longer more of the people will ask questions about why they cannot enter that forest. At this point, we are already having to have roving patrols, which is proving difficult as whatever he is doing to magic has greatly affected our ability to keep our undead soldiers still moving about.
We're about to cause a conjunction of spheres. This is fun.
Why so many undead?
I stress how important this mission is that you are on, and once again, thank you for your participation in it. The Knights of Fate, once you return, I will make sure that the Cornburg Chronicle begins to sing your praises as they have been. But you have to understand, with fame comes a certain amount of derision from people who do not believe the things that they read,
The
for
next,
better or worse.
the next chronicle might want to say that we were killed.
No,
Or believed to be, maybe.
The problem with that is, with everything that is happening all over, I don't know if you all have heard, but we have had our third lightning rail derailment. The lightning rail between Fairhaven and Reckenmark is all but useless now. People are despairing. Stories of the Knights of Fate have kept them, at least for now, docile and less likely to simply riot.
Then maybe a simple diversion as to what we're doing might be a good idea then.
Which is why these stories have been adjusted for your current situation.
Not that they ever lined up too well with the truth, but it was kind of...
I do more than squawk.
Yeah, you make deals with elder witches too.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I thank you all for coming tonight. I must be away.
We've got plenty to do.
Good night. We thank you for your counsel.
The two guards step close to him. You can see now that these guards are zombies, undead. Lady Morwen gathers close, closes her eyes, and begins reciting spidery arcane words that only you understand. And they, with a light pop, vanish and are gone.
The,
I put my hat back on.
Let's find somewhere else to talk.
At your feet, at the feet where they stand, you see there is a glowing teleportation circle there.
well, unless we have some other business in this place, we should depart.
I'm sure we've got, well, at least this place. We do have things that we probably need to do on prep.
Such as?
Can we do it over a beer? I need to rid myself of the undead feeling.
You need to sober up.
I thought you wanted to talk to the gnome.
Which gnome? Oh, that gnome.
She has little point at this moment.
Is there? Let's go somewhere else to talk.
Yeah, step into the circle. We go to Thronehold and talk.
Where's Thornhold?
Way far to the north and west of us. More
East.
north.
Like
Zalargo's over here. Thornhold's over here.
How about we find a place
Or-
Yeah,
to...
almost straight north.
Almost straight
Yeah,
north, but
almost
it's
straight
slightly
north.
to the east.
How about we find a place to set up the guild hall? I think we're going to need to get some stuff out of it, and we might as well find its final resting place.
Here,
You're not setting it up here.
with the
the
filthy
gnome.
gnomes,
Obviously not here, but I'm thinking maybe we should go to a place where we could.
such as,
I don't know.
Where?
if you have an
The
intelligent...
coterminous zone. The area they're trying to keep clear. Where it's gonna pop back in anyways. Probably be the best place to do it.
You could set it up in Barovia.
Yeah, I don't really feel the need to stay in Barovia.
Barovia would be...
Technically, we own a house in Barovia anyways.
Aye.
What it looks like now.
You have houses?
Aye.
Yeah,
This is
the
bullshit.
guild hall is our second house.
They're probably being tended to by zombies at the moment.
So,
This is even fucking nastier.
I know.
perhaps
Ugh.
we set it up in...
Was it bad enough with him standing there?
It's bad enough with you standing there for a while.
Well, you know, 'cause
Yeah, you all shut up or I burn you to death. Perhaps we set it up in Gatherwood.
Aye, okay. Together, Hood, let's go.
Roll an intelligence check.
No. Why do we have to be near small things?
12.
I like small things.
You think there may be some issues with you setting up in Gatherhold? Is Gatherhold is mainly a tent city. The only permanent buildings within Gatherhold are on their ancestral land.
That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, but we're all members of what's his name's clan.
You are indeed. So if you
Oh.
could use him to, you could
Where his
ask
land is?
Cade to speak to the council.
Yeah, if we go and ask Kate to speak to the council, we set it up and Zincape's tribe watches it for us. It's free gods, really.
I like this idea. Let's go do this.
Why small things?
Because small things are friendly to us and they're not dead.
Mm-hmm. That's as good a reason as any, I suppose.
Yeah. This is a good idea.
No, it's not a good idea. I don't approve.
But
Okay.
There are 4 of us and 1 of you, so we don't care.
I agree.
And Rotmer just goes, "Mwah."
Mm-hmm.
And if everybody would hold hands and think happy thoughts. We go get Makushla and then we go together.
Okay.
You really want to take Makushla into the elemental chaos?
No, we take it to Gatherhold and leave her in Zakit.
Well, at this point, you guys are going to need to rest tonight.
Then let's go somewhere where we can rest. I'd
You've
like
already
to.
used your level
Yeah.
7 today. You
I'd
guys
like-
have already teleported to Cornberg today.
I'd like to
You
not talk
might want
around
to
this
tell the gnome
area,
you're
please.
canceling the meeting with him.
Oh, canceling the meeting with who?
The gnome. You already sent a message saying that we were going to meet with him, or at least Rotmir did.
Which one?
Well, when's the meeting?
What are you talking about?
The druid?
The one who's writing the Cornwall Chronicle.
No.
It's not a gnome.
No.
That was an elf or a human?
It's a human.
Yeah.
Ah,
So we go to the tent.
we can stay around to meet with him anyway.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to break that guy's legs.
That is Shelby.
Obviously, we don't have to break his legs now that we know why he was writing what he was writing.
Yeah.
Can we get the fuck out of here, please?
Yeah, we go. We go to the tavern and we relax, and then we go to Gatherhold, and then we go to Thronehold. Yeah, I think that's the end of it. Oh no, then we go to Barovia, we kill Strahd.
No, don't
No.
forget about going into the elemental chaos.
Oh yeah, we go to the Elemental Chaos after Thronehold.
Past a ghoulish guard that we should hopefully not have to kill.
Past the Ghoulish Guard, slaughters the stone giants, steal the last piece of the doorway, go to Barovia, kill some vampires, kills the oldest vampire, come back here.
We're not killing him.
Yeah,
We're
you
going
don't.
to try to redeem him.
Yeah, with fire.
Can we talk about this
No.
at the tavern, please? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's a good idea. To the tavern.
To the tavern.
So, heading back to which tavern did you guys get rooms at this time? You guys went to the Galanjar Guildhouse.
Yeah,
and
that's-
Rotmir had already got you guys rooms. So you guys can easily, at this point that you guys get there, it's midnight.
So, take our nap,
You guys can sleep for the night.
and then bounce out.
I still have to talk to you people.
Once it's almost becoming the norm for you now, Thraka. While you don't sleep, you have visions at night. This night's isn't as bad, but you still have that feeling like something's watching you. When you finally come to, you hear an echoing inside your mind, and it says, "They will find you." That is it. Okay. The next morning, you all collect. Rotmir seems in a better headspace than he has been in quite a while. As you all collect, what are you going to do for this day?
I'll have breakfast. And talk with the rest of these.
There's breakfast at the House of Galandra that is
Yeah.
offered.
As long as they come down. I really don't trust. I mean, what he said yesterday.
Yeah. It's the only lead we have.
I agree. We're still on the same path.
And we know it's a trap. Then it's not a trap. It's just more idiots that die to the fires.
Exactly.
So, we go down.
But he does have a vested interest in having Strahd killed.
Yeah, we all do.
Well, I know we all do. But with him, if Strahd comes back, he loses the power he has.
Yeah, if Strong's come back, so we all die and turn into undead anyway.
This sounds like a
Possibly.
discussion that's moot.
He hasn't turned everyone in Barovia to undead.
Yes, it is.
I
So
think it's more King Carlos or whatever his name is
Caius.
loses his willpower whenever Strahd comes back because then he starts dancing on strings again.
You know, that's what he says. But then again, who knows?
Caius ends
Well,
the Great War.
considering who you are, go ahead and roll me a history check.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nerd.
Particularly nerdy with the undead. Aha!
Table shaking? Because the camera's kind of like bobbing.
A little. Why do I have such a low history?
The laptop's not nearly as stable as one of these cameras.
A normal 20.
Okay.
That's a given period just for the laptop in general.
From that tome that you looked at, the one all about sentient undead like liches and vampires, from the knowledge you've gained, that's fairly in line. From what you understand, is a vampire creates a vampire, and he usually has control. But there have been cases of the underling becoming more powerful than the master loses control. But as long as the master stays more powerful than the fledgling vampire, it seems as if it has to follow its commands. And that falls in line with what he was saying.
So I even know that King Caius was probably telling the truth about that.
Are you going to extrapolate on this?
Yeah, I'm going to extrapolate a little on it. Strahd may be the only thing keeping him in check. We don't entirely know
Yeah, but
Caius' intent.
we're talking about the apocalypse versus just another tyrant.
Yeah. So
So,
Strong in Caius. Caius becomes asshole. We deal with him.
So, I mean,
Right
granted,
now.
if we're able to kill Strahd, we should be able to kill him too.
Exactly.
don't
But-
forget we have the Sun Sword. That thing was specifically designed to kill vampires and undead.
So we don't worry about it too much.
All I'm saying is that we should be looking for other opportunities on this because
I very rarely accuse you of this, but you're overthinking things.
Really?
doing what we're told is never usually what we do.
Unfortunately,
Let's just keep it that way.
What we're told is unfortunately what we were out to do anyways.
Yeah, he never actually ordered us to do it. He asked us to do what we were doing anyway and helped us with it.
Which makes me suddenly not interested in what we were doing in the first place.
Unfortunately, what we're doing in the first place is, as we've already surmised, preventing an apocalypse. Preventing mass
So if
destruction.
we can save Strahd's souls, we save Strahd's soul. And if we can't, we burn him like a cockroach.
Can I say if there's anything I can remember about saving a vampire soul? Nothing.
There's nothing that you know
You
about.
want to go kill Satan?
Right, so... Time
We're
to
at
go.
breakfast, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
go to
Yes.
breakfast.
Do I see anyone that's looking at us or looking towards us?
Roll
Like
me
human?
a perception check.
Okay. Hello.
I'm suddenly rolling all these natural 20s when I'm not
Right?
in person.
Should I roll one too? Because I would be
Wouldn't
looking
a-
out for the
wouldn't
same
be a
thing.
bad idea.
Oh my god. I rolled an 18 plus 5. This is awesome.
Looking around, the house gallons are set up for privacy pretty much for their patrons. You guys have your own table set in its own corner pretty much. You don't notice anybody actively listening into your all's conversation, though you do see that it looks as if a couple of these serving girls are casting looks in your all's direction and constantly coming together conversing and then moving away and coming back, and they're constantly watching you guys.
Well, we're having a weird discussion about apocalypses and vampires in a place that is just distinctly more public than where we were before, which is why I'm kind of wondering why you wanted us to leave so vehemently.
Oh, because, they were there, and who knows on what scrying abilities they had.
Yeah, you don't understand magic, do you?
No, I don't. But I had an odd feeling about it.
Well, I don't know if they
Really
qualify as
understands
extraplanar,
the
but this thing
I
blocks
don't
that.
think he understands that either.
But does this thing only block
Doesn't
extraplanar
block.
scrying, or
Well,
does it block all scrying sphere?
That specifically only blocks scrying from demons and devils.
I'm pretty sure it just said extraplanar. I'll double check, but either way, I just wanted to make sure the specificity of it.
And it's just on
Which-
you.
there's-
It's just the person holding it.
So
So they
go
couldn't
back.
scry on you.
Right.
I'm invisible to the scrying. Their
So
scrying.
go get Makusha and bounce out.
Oh,
Anybody else have anything else that they're doing in
were
corner?
we going to meet with what's his name?
No.
We're just going to screw him off?
Continuing along this mission is going to block you
You
from doing
know,
other
couldn't we at least
other
try?
side quests.
He's obviously a huge fan of us.
Just
Yeah.
talk to him. We already invited him to breakfast.
We could do
He
that,
should probably be here by now.
but we could leave.
Extra planar.
On which one?
What you wrote here.
Okay.
What time did we say they were going to meet him at?
Breakfast. Here. Believe that is what Rotmir sent.
No. Rotmir asked to meet him, and he said that he could meet him in the morning, but didn't say anything about breakfast.
Oh, okay. I thought it was breakfast.
From what I remember, no.
The extra hour isn't going to hurt you too much. I know you're in a hurry.
So I can tell.
So what are y'all doing?
I just leave you behind and deal with Sigiltal myself.
You could do that. If you really want to.
Leave you behind? Yes.
It's okay. I kind of want to put a bullet in the back of your head, so... I guess we're kind of in the same position.
Excuse me.
That also reminds me about the whole cow situation. I mean,
Yeah, you can shoot the cow.
that too. But we can still bring it underwater.
Okay, you make the cow breathe water.
Live
We
animal!
might as well just kill it and put it in the bag of holding.
Or he could just polymorph and turn into a fish. and then
Well, at
just
this
drag
point,
it
you
along.
guys have no room in any of your haversacks or the bag of holding.
Which is why we should probably go to Gatherhold instead of talking to some idiotic right.
Let's just talk to the
Yeah, you
idiotic.
don't want to waste time, I know.
So we wait around for the...
If I say I'm going to break his legs, I just hope you know.
But he was only doing what
That
he was
name was
told.
androgynous.
He's still talking shit on a fucking paper. I don't appreciate it. I don't know this motherfucker. Got enough shit on my plate.
So maybe not stick around?
Yeah, I'm leaving. You can come or you can stay.
You go get Mushkushla and then come back, and by then we may have already been talking
so
with
you
him.
Coming?
I'll tag along, but we can't leave him behind.
Yeah, we come.
We kind of need him to come with us. Or I suppose we can go ahead and take care of Makushla and then come back. If you really want to waste the spells.
Just for your all's information, Carl Acton is pretty close to Thronehold.
It borders it. Right,
No.
right over Seer.
No, it's close. It's far closer than Gatherhold.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, I was thinking of Karnath in general.
Yeah, you're thinking of Korth. Korth is fairly close to Thronehold.
I was thinking about
Karnath is
country.
Yes,
which
Karnath
definitely-
country. Yes. Like the five nations literally intersect right there.
Do they? Oh, yeah.
So would Carl Acton be a good place for the guild hall then?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
suppose.
Right under the eyes of vampire number 3.
She hasn't done anything to harm us.
How many fucking undead have y'all pissed off?
And apparently only we pissed off one. There's two other that like us. We hope.
I just keep finding out that there's more and more fucking vampires, and this gets
By the way,
better and better.
is Lady Morrowind a vampire too?
That was number 3.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
So, Carl Acton or Gatherhold? What do you think, Arnos?
I wonder how Gatherhold will feel about another permanent structure. We literally have to get permission from one or another.
I'd rather
And
Gatherhold.
I don't particularly care either way. The planes are nice.
I had such a good time over there in Gatherhold the last time we were there.
No.
Tristan, what do you think?
She's gonna say Carl Acton.
Karnak. Exactly. We'll have better, resources at our disposal. We won't have to wait until the little things come around for us to be able to sell things or anything like that.
Yeah, we won't have to wait until I can teleport again to get to Thronehold. It's quicker.
Exactly. It's
So
a
we go
smarter
to-
decision.
Carl Acton now.
Yeah.
Once we meet with this guy.
No, now.
Who'd put you in charge?
The ability to magically teleport. And... Yeah,
No.
that's pretty much it.
Oh, good looking, swimming.
You get turned into a fucking fish, you can't really threaten him at this point.
He can, but not the rest of you.
I mean, if you fuck with him too much,
You
the
know,
mission
for
cancel, I'll
somebody
just go
who
down the way.
was with the Rangers for so long, you really side with Flynn more than you do with Perry.
He's never sided with me much, but it doesn't matter.
Because you kept trying to fuck the trees whenever you got charmed to think that they were dryads.
I did not try to fuck the trees.
How many times did you get bit
There's
by
a
wasps?
scar on your dick that our fucking doctor had to patch up because you got splinters in it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sounds like it got infected. How much did you have to amputate?
He tried to fuck.
12 inches.
Yeah, they cut off 6 inches. I only got 9 left.
That's generous due to the shrinkage after he had it poked with the splinters.
Fine. Wait for this guy.
Okay. About an hour passes as you are waiting. The barmaids continue, or the waitstaff continues to move around and look at you guys and whisper things to each other and then scurry off.
I call one of them over.
Their heads are down and they don't say much as they refill your drinks, supply you guys with food or anything. And any direct conversation, they just kind of look at you like a deer looks at headlights. And scurry away at the nearest opportunity and immediately meet up and talk to each other and giggle and point and then go back and do it all over again.
I think one of us or all of us has them smitten.
I do more than squawk.
You just hear them whisper to each other when you say that?
I'm gonna read their mind with the fucking necklace. I'm tired of this shit.
Okay, so which one are you going to choose?
The prettiest one.
There's 2 of them. One left, one on the right, high, low.
So one of them is a halfling, the other one looks like a human.
Absolutely not the fucking halfling. Fuck the small things.
Okay.
Um,
Human? Yep. What is the DC on the necklace?
And I'm not
Well,
the
you
only
got the
one
card.
that doesn't like them.
You got the card.
DC 13.
That is a natural 13 minus 1 is 12.
Sometimes.
They are... she is absolutely certain that you all are the Knights of Fate.
So I'm going to telepathically say, yes, those people that you are looking at are the Knights of Fate.
You see her face drop, and she turns and runs out of the establishment.
Did you do that thing again with them?
I telepathically go into his mind. You're damn right I did.
So, we wasted an hour and this person still isn't here. Can we go now?
It's about this time. A mousy human with very thick spectacles and carrying a series of rolled up large sheets of paper comes bursting into the door, looks around, immediately sees you all sitting at the table, and runs up to you all. With every step, the glasses coming down his nose as he's pushing them back into place with each step almost. Comes up to your table and, sorry, didn't mean to keep you waiting. I'm Shelby of the Cornbrook Chronicle, and I have so many questions.
I do more than squawk.
He grabs a chair and moves it up, sits down and...
At this point, I'm becoming one note.
Have a drink first.
I don't touch the stuff.
I think you need to.
Water, please. I have so many questions. So, is it true? And he pulls out a map of Corvair and just rolls it out. And, okay, so is it true that this is where you all came out of the Dead Grey Mist? And he points to the section of the map and looks over at all of you.
Is it the right section?
Fairly close.
Yeah, that's where they emerged.
Oh, I have so many questions. Okay, so you found the people that just appeared there, and then they left, and you guys got hired for a job that sent you to Trevis Sonara?
Aye.
He pulls out another map and rolls it out. You can see there's a map of the greater sections of Trevis Sonara, most of it blank as it is relatively undiscovered. So, can you tell me exactly where you guys found the lost city of Omu?
Just we have a map around here.
Why are we give? No, we can't tell you.
Oh, I thought you wanted to set the record straight, or...
Yeah, I answered the question. We had a guide. The guide led us. We don't know where it is.
You know,
She was pretty mum. She stopped filling in my map.
I apologize for the brashness of Flynn over here. We are on a bit of a time constraint. Unfortunately, after we set up to meet with you, we realized that, well, we found out that we have somewhere to go. So perhaps maybe we can come back and answer all the questions that you have.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm sorry about the last issue.
Well, that's kind of part of the
next
reason why we
issue,
figured that
I
out.
suggest you guys don't read either.
we
Oh, so it's a good thing I'm not whoever you say I am, otherwise you'd be dead.
Well, like I said, I've been told this is what I have to write by some pretty powerful people.
we met those people.
Yeah.
They told us.
But I mean, I promise you that once I'm given the word and my life is no longer in danger, then I will retract all of those things and I will set the record straight. Which is why I thought that's why you guys wanted to meet with me.
Do you
guys
feel
wanted-
particularly safe at this moment, little man who's insulted me?
I don't feel safe at any time because I've had people. They know where my parents live. You know, they've made it pretty clear that if I
Relax on the poor guy.
if I do anything but say right what they tell me to, that I may not see them.
We understand, and we there's actually a good reason for it, and you need to continue to doing it.
Well, it's I don't like it at all, but I understand. I'm trying to see that, but would you all come back and tell me the whole story? I mean, an exclusive interview, the whole story.
At least some of us.
We will tell you parts of it. Well, I will give you 3 questions right now before we go.
Oh, okay. So can you tell me the location of the lost city of Oma?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's one.
Poor guy.
Okay. So, what was the Mournlands like?
Awful.
Hey,
Dead and off color.
yeah.
So
Okay.
there's a big walking tree.
Well,
Wait, are you referring to the druid?
you all.
No, it's a tree that attacks the tower after we killed the lich.
Oh, the tree that was
Look,
inside the tower.
From what I understand, you all freeing that Fey Spire has allowed the Eladrin to once again move from the Feywild to the natural world. So, I mean that's a good thing, right?
So that's a very good thing. Alondra truly blessed us that day.
Okay.
Now Elida can come see me.
She's got a name.
Note to self, burns a face
Okay,
prior to
so is it true you've traveled through Zendrix?
Yeah, this is
Which
true.
one was Hendrix? Oh, yeah. That one.
Okay.
We
So.
crossed the plane of glass.
Oh.
This is
Wait,
painful.
What?
You weren't
You
there
don't
for
want
that
to
one.
know.
Okay. Well.
That hurt.
Okay. So he looks over at you, Perry. Exclusive.
Exclusive. I can't tell you everything, but I'll
Well,
certainly tell you
but
what
I
I
promise
can.
I'll have everything redacted, and we'll set the story straight on your all's adventures. I'd actually,
Make it a creative way on how you
Look,
redact it, though.
I'd like to write a book on your all's adventures.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, whether you live or die, I mean, you're the most popular adventurers that have, I mean, in the last 100 years. I
We
mean,
give you the word
Where's those?
that after everything is done, you come to the keep in Carlacton. When we tell you the story.
I can travel. Well, I mean, supposedly, if you guys save the world, I mean, the lightning rolls should start working again.
Yeah,
So-
this is probably.
Aye.
Yeah.
Though, also, I can give you guys a little insider tip. We just got this yesterday morning. It seems as if some of the airships are beginning to fall out of the sky.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
but we're sitting here wasting time talking to him.
But
What do you mean some of the airships are falling out of the sky?
That's
yeah,
self-explanatory.
that's
Don't mind Ricky.
Yeah, that's kind of like we heard of one ship, the Sky Tyrant. That one, I mean, it's a huge ship. So, but that one just the elemental just, I mean, was immediately gone. There was no signs. It just rebelled and escaped from its confinement, from one
We
second to
thank
the
you
next,
for
and it
this
just
information.
fell.
Did they die?
A lot of people.
Oy.
Thank
That's
you
a
for the
Airship.
information.
No problem. I mean, I can be I can be a font of information. I mean, you guys give me some. I can tell you guys what's happening in the world. I mean, come on, there's not much that the Cornborough Chronicle doesn't suss
You
out.
know, we could take him with us.
Oh no, no.
So
I'm
close
much.
your eyes.
I'm much more comfortable. No. I'm much more comfortable
Would you
behind the
like to
desk.
meet a
What about
ghoul?
the
No. I'm much more
The
happy
Lazar
at a desk.
municipalities in Regalport.
What?
The airships in Lazar at Regalport.
We don't get too much information from Lazar, but this happened in Charn. I mean, it
That's
smashed
why-
into one of the towers.
That's why I killed you.
Yeah, so we should probably go. Thank you for your time, and we will answer your questions later.
Okay.
Do you
This
think
is
you can
this has been a
maybe make
very
a copy
very
of that
strange
now?
meeting, but thank you all. Don't die. I really want that exclusive.
I will
So
do my best not to. I can't speak for Perry, but if he dies again, I bring him back.
so it's true. You have died before.
Twice.
Well,
I mean, is that true that some of you guys have died multiple times?
Yeah, that one.
Have you died?
No.
No, that one hasn't died. That one's died and that
Looks
one's
over
died.
at
Despite
Ricky.
Flynn's
Have
best
you died?
efforts.
Yes.
Wow.
I've never actually tried to kill you.
You know,
Yeah, could have fooled
Was
me.
it twice?
you guys ought to go by House Durasco sometime. I think they'd love to meet you guys because, I mean, Resurrection
I
Res
actually do
doesn't
need to
really
drop
work
by
all that
Shrine,
often.
but we can do that afterwards.
Or we could not do that.
it's a rather
Okay,
expensive. Please no.
I have
And painful.
a few things to go over. I'm gonna, before I have it published, I'll give you a copy of the book, and you guys can help me fix any discrepancies.
I'm
So,
sure you
yeah.
can.
But
correct
you know,
that.
I will take some liberties, to spice it up a little bit. When things drag.
It's always a pleasure.
Remember to mention the crotch rock that that one has. It's
It's
quite
bad.
virulent.
It smells.
Okay.
Ignore them on that one. I'm always a pleasure with the ladies.
Listen, I was already planning on
Yeah.
breaking your legs already because back in the ganglands, if you'd lied for any reason, you would have been dead. So,
Don't
crotch
threaten
rock.
the little man.
He's already under threat.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Don't
break
worry.
my legs or me die. I'd rather have
Yeah.
broken legs.
Don't worry about it. We're definitely not going to disintegrate you.
That's good to hear. From what you're the good guys. The good guys don't just disintegrate random people.
I'm impressed you haven't
Yeah,
pissed
that's
yourself
awesome.
already. These two are good at that.
Well, the thing is, I know a lot about you guys, and I know, despite all of your boisterous words, you guys are the good guys, which is rare in this world.
How much do you know about us?
He doesn't know me.
I'll get you an advanced copy of the book before it's published, and you can see just how much I know about each of you.
Excellent. So if you excuse us, we teleport out of here now.
Okay, I don't want to be anywhere around here when you do that, so
Are you sure you don't want to watch? It's quite entertaining.
for academic purposes, I'll watch from way over here.
You could stand right next to me. That way, if the magic goes awry, you'll know.
I'll stand way over there. And
Oh,
he
well, no.
pulls out a small little notebook and looks at you all.
Do me a favor though. Let those barmaids know that it was us.
Blink.
Okay, so you say the arcane words, thinking of the.
Fine.
And where exactly are you going?
Carlac.
Okay, where exactly in Carlacton? Are you trying to go to Liamin's circle, or are you just trying to go to the city itself?
Right in front of what's her name's gates.
Lady Mormon's gates?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me an Arcana check,
We know
please.
that place pretty good.
Fairly good.
Well, that's a 24.
Okay.
Hope we make it there. All the way there.
Do me a favor. Tell the barmaids blink.
Okay. So, as you all are ripped from your current location, that blinding, flashing light as you streak through the various ley lines throughout the land, ley lines being pushed into each other, you can feel the further solidification of these ley lines, and you feel it getting more and more difficult in order to bend them to your will. As you finally appear standing in front of the gates of Lady Morwen's estate. Both of the armed zombies that stand in front of it both pull their broadswords from their scabbards and point them at you.
What's your issue, Flynn? Why do you always gotta ruin my plans?
Because it's fun for me.
Oh! What brings you here?
Yeah, we come to petition Lady Morrowind.
Lady Morwen is not within Carlacton.
We come to petition her seneschal.
Who are you?
We are the Knights of Fate. I am the great and powerful Flynn. That is the Crotchrot Perry. Und Arnos, the quick and stealthy. Und Thraka, the dense.
He didn't insult me for once. It's so nice.
The second zombie, who hasn't said anything, puts his broadsword back into its scabbard, steps forward. I recognize you. Come. They are friends of Lady Morwen. The other one begrudgingly sheathes his weapon.
I apologize for our sorcerer friend here.
I'm a priest.
As they push the gates open, you can see the movement of these creatures is much worse than it was. Before, they were as fluid as a person was. If you saw them walking at a distance, you couldn't tell the difference between one of these things and just a person walking around. But you see they're sluggish, they're slow. This one seems to have a very, very noticeable limp in his gait on his left side, as it seems his left leg isn't able to support the weight of his body as well as it should be. And this is not the guards that you all have seen before within Carlacton.
And I resist the urge to blow them up.
Well, you know these are more sentient undead. These
I
are
still
not,
don't like the undead.
You've dealt with these quite a bit. You coming into Carlacton, you've had that urge a few times, but you've dealt with this type of guard from Karnath quite a bit. You know, a lot of their standing army is these creatures. And the difference being that the soldiers are willingly made into these creatures. No one is made against their will into one of these. But it's seen as the ultimate show of patriotic duty to defend the country after your death.
Strange after that I seem to have the same fate.
You spend, for the sake of brevity, you spend an hour waiting for Lady Morwen's consigliere as he approaches, recognizing some of you. He does not recognize Triswin in disguise, and he does not recognize Thraka. Then comes forward and, yes, the Knights of Fate. How can I help you?
Yeah, we need a plot of land to place our keep upon.
Were you not given a plot of land?
I don't know, were we?
Can you remind us where it is?
Yes. For your services when you returned, Lady Morwen gave you all a plot of land to do with as you please. I can get you the exact location. Give me one moment, please. Let me bring up the city plans. And it takes another half hour, but he unrolls a bunch of maps and then, yes, here. See, within the East District, you have an acre of land of which to do with as you will.
Yeah,
Should be
that's
more than enough.
excellent.
And Triswin, it suddenly dawns on you that you remember that from when you all returned from researching what was happening with the mist to the north.
So,
Oh, that's right.
this is quite convenient. We go to the acre, we set up the keep, we get the crap we need, we put the crap we don't need in the keep, and then we go.
Can we willingly sever its tethers and make it show up? Or are we just expecting it to show up?
Well, you know.
No.
We'll figure it out
I
when we set it up.
believe he said we could.
I don't remember him saying anything.
To sever the tethers? No. He just
He mentioned merely that they
he
would eventually.
warned you all that
The next time we set it up, it might be the last.
he revealed to Flynn and Valis that the reason this magic is so powerful and rare is that it is directly connected to him. And upon his death, the magic is going to cease.
And since he's
Dying?
Well,
He
magic's already
believes he's
failing.
going to die at any time.
well, we go set it up, and what happens happens.
Sounds good.
Go set up the door.
Okay. And you guys head straight to your acre?
Can you go and get our guard?
Unlo?
Isn't he in the Moorholes?
Carl Acton.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
We've
okay.
left him here.
Here. You know what? I'll just go with you, Perry.
Yeah, sounds good. Let's go.
Rotmir goes
I'll
up.
go with you as
I'll
well.
go. Oh, his hiring's under my name. I'll take care of it.
And Perry needs the spear to guard him lest he get killed by a
Yeah,
demon
thank you for
assassin.
going, Rochman. Come with us, Perry. You can help in setting up the door.
Okay, either way.
Okay.
Once and I will buy you a nice whore.
That'd be a
Rotmir,
nice one. Though I kind of like
walks
finding it
off,
myself.
Rotmir walks off to the northeast, heading to Onlo's normal watering hole.
Go set up the door.
Okay.
Maybe not a whore this time. Maybe I can flirt with someone.
As you all approach, the acre of land that you're on was once owned by someone else. Apparently, they had begun. There's a foundation in place for a building, and there is about 2/3 of a stone wall that had been erected around the acre.
How convenient.
Unfinished, but there is an area for you all to use. Where exactly are you going to attempt to set up the store?
That's Flynn's idea. That's Flynn.
On the foundation.
Yeah, but we need a flat surface to set it up against.
Now you guys know it has to be
Is there 2x4 nearby?
a. Roll me an investigation check.
I look around too, so with it.
That would be a 17.
There's rubble, but there's not really a whole lot of wood. This looks like it's a majority stone structure.
There's no flat place I can put the door up on.
There's the wall on the outskirts of it.
Yeah, let's do the wall.
Can we
Okay.
try and set up a stone slab?
Yeah.
Oh,
let's.
yeah.
Yeah.
Something we can set up. Slab, something.
If you want, you could attempt to fit the door's about 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
The problem is the size. So you could try to break a piece of the foundation and slide it up.
Yeah. Sounds like a.
As long as it works, it works. It doesn't matter how it gets done.
Okay. Who's trying to break the slab?
Hey,
I will.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check, please.
you've got what? Do we have an axe? Oh, big perfect for chopping up a foundation.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's fun.
So 3-1.
Okay. You were able to shatter a very large piece of it. Fairly big piece. Between you, Thraka, and Perry, or
I'm guiding.
Arnos, whoever's stronger between the two of you.
Well, I have athletics, so if we're using athletics to raise
I do
it.
too.
To raise it is pure strength.
Nope, not happening.
Negative one on strength.
You all are able to lift it up enough that it can be considered a horizontal surface or a vertical surface that you can place the door upon.
I shall do so.
And get the hell out of the way.
With pomp and circumstance.
Okay. Thraka, and which two of you are helping hold up the slab? 3 of you can get behind it. So who's helping?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's exactly where you don't want to be.
Thraka and Tristan?
And who else?
I guess I'll try.
No,
So
no.
Perry? Okay. So I need Perry, Thraka, and Trisman to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Right. Consider what we're
Oh,
expecting
shit.
to happen. No.
That's why I said you, because you have the better dex save.
I do.
I don't care.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
6.
I can't hold up anything.
Oh,
About to have a building fall on your head.
16?
yeah.
31.
31? Okay. As the door is placed, normally when you place the door upon an object, it solidifies. You see a seam appear, which you can simply open and move into that extra-dimensional space that Lehman created. This time, that line appears, but there is a cacophonous explosion and a almost vacuum-like popping as 1 minute you all are standing in a relatively vacant area of this foundation. The next, tons of earth have been moved in random directions. All of you are covered with dirt, detritus, and scree.
Prestidigitation.
The two of Triswin and Thraka, you all are thrown away from this building.
Well, that's nice.
As you all come to a stop about 40 feet away from where it now stands, you both take 12 points of bludgeoning damage. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you realize where you're standing and where this thing would appear, and just manage to jump out of the way. But the sudden expansion of this thing still catches you and throws you to the ground. Now standing before you is the building that he had constructed and then transposed into its own little pocket dimension. What you have come to call your guild hall. Standing 50 feet in height, the basement lying beneath you, you now have your once portable building now set within your own acre of land within Carlac.
Well, may Liam in rest in peace.
I need each of you guys to roll me a perception check.
Alright.
Natural 20,
4.
which
11.
makes it a
That's a
perception
19.
of 29.
20.
So natural 1 and what?
Natural 20?
Tristan?
Mine is. I'm actually rolling good tonight.
Yeah,
That
right.
is a.
Of course you would.
We're gonna need photographic evidence.
Okay. So pretty much everybody, Thraka is just staring at this building that suddenly appeared in front of him. You all begin to hear a loud collection of people gathering just on the other side of the wall that you're on, and this outer wall has no doors to it. It's simply openings and sections of the wall that have not been finished. And you can see a crowd of people gathering to stare at the 50-foot tall building that is now just there.
Flynn,
I'm sorry,
Did my
six.
hat get knocked
About
off?
actually, it's
It was
about
a,
80
you said it
feet
was
tall.
a you said it was a 100,
Flynn, you might want to
100
tell
foot cube.
the
Yeah,
Knights of,
it's
tell
about
them the Knights of
80
Flight
feet
have
tall.
arrived.
Each level of this is about 20 feet in height.
By me, you all of a sudden
But that's
not
just
chatty.
overkill.
Did my
Hey,
hat get
people!
knocked off?
The Knights of Flight, the Knights of Fate have a new home.
Well, hurry! If you're gonna go.
You almost said pimple, the Knights of Flakes.
Swear to God, I'm gonna have to be like my kids with you guys and like make sure you go to the bathroom before we start.
Oh.
I just pee in the corner.
I have to start
But
giving you guys
unfortunately, all the
bubbles.
corners are on camera. I think. I guess maybe not. You might be able to.
No, not
The
really.
crowd. Does anybody approach the crowd of people?
I shall approach the crowd of people.
Wait, is my hat on or not?
As you approach, you see them. They're about 20, 30 feet away. You see a lot of them are collected up, and they're staring up at the building. As you walk up, you see a few of them just turn and immediately walk away. Some others are murmuring and staring at you. You have an older gentleman who walks up, and he's got a cane, and he's leaning heavily on it. He's like, "Hey, young man,
Yes, how may I help you?
what happened?"
Well, I am Flynn of the Knights of Fate, and we have erected our guild hall.
Sudden, unexpected construction. Be very careful. It might appear.
Could you have, if you're gonna be doing something like that, could you give us some warning? I mean, you knocked some of my knickknacks off the shelf with that little stunt you just pulled.
Well, as this is the only part of land we have in the city, I don't expect to do it again. I am sorry, old man.
Apology accepted. But, god damn you young people and your magic, and I remember my day when it was just mage rights and not having to deal with this crap, and he just slowly walks off, and people are looking at it, and they begin,
Youngin.
the crowd, so you have some people that just stand there staring at it, talking about it for you, as other groups of people from other sections of town come up, as that was a fairly loud explosion that happened, and there around your guild hall there's about a 4-foot high mound of dirt all the way around it, and you have to clear that from the front doors even to walk in.
Why don't we have a druid or a sorcerer capable
So
of sculpting
basically, our
that?
neighbors hate us.
Yeah, I could have taken the spell, but I thought saving your life was more important.
What are neighbors?
After you guys spend probably about an hour clearing that out, Rotmir approaches with Onlo in tow, and Onlo, whoa! Oh goddamn! Am I actually going to be guarding the real building from now?
Yeah, this is what is the plan.
Oh, well, this is much better than me walking around and having to follow you all into hell and beyond. I like this much better. My fee's the same and nothing else has changed, you right?
Yeah,
I'm still under the contract.
This is fair. Are you sure you don't want to go to the elemental plane of chaos?
I'm good, but I'm more than happy to watch your estate for you. I just have a question. Hold on. And he opens the door, leans his head, and he goes, Alfred! Alfred!
They may not be there.
Looks back at you all and, I don't think you all have any servants anymore.
You're probably right.
This is unfortunate.
I'll tell you what, since I've had, you've been paying me handsomely for the last month to do absolutely nothing. How about this? Leave me with a bit of money, a bit of coin. I'll find you some reputable people to staff your place there. Look, he looks inside. Doesn't look like anybody's done any cleaning in quite some time.
Yeah, we find this a fair deal on you are a trustworthy sort.
Ah, that I am.
Remember
Alright.
to cut off the hands of a thief.
Just kill him. Easier that way.
I like this.
So they cut off one of the hands, they still have another one.
No, both hands.
Well, then that is useless. May as well kill him anyway. Alright, I guess I'll get to my duty.
Right.
And he goes inside, and at this point, everything that at one time was transdimensional is solidified and permanent. He grabs one of the chairs from the table, walks outside. You know, the first time he attempted to do this, the chair evaporated into nothingness as he walked out the door. This time, the chair stays intact. He sits by the door, sits down. Let me know when you all are done in there.
Excellent. We just do a few small things. Go to the library, empty out all the books.
You guys can spend the next
Eh.
probably few hours if you guys really want to get into organizing and everything else.
Emptying out, the
I was
bags
just
of
gonna make a
holding.
pile in the middle of each room where stuff went.
And that's it, just leave it there for now.
The servants will put it away.
What about the gold?
That's going in the vault.
Okay.
And that's gonna have
So
to
you
be
guys just gonna throw all of that in the vault for now? Okay, so we'll deal with that later.
Well, I'm
Okay.
gonna keep some cash on.
How much?
Actually no, I've got my belt of shiny objects. I'll just pour out stones when I need them.
Okay.
It's not a lot of gold.
Yeah, it is.
The forge, your arcane workstation is still there. Now with your relatively useless work waiting for you to continue it. You still have your work downstairs that you've slowly been putting money into. You have everything that the guild hall is, you all have now in a solidified location. So everything that's in the guild hall is still there. Though the servants are gone and the self-repairing nature of this place is now gone.
Hey, I can scratch my name into the door now.
You can indeed, and it won't disappear this time.
Well, maybe I return and finish this whatever.
And your
Didn't you have
stables
some-
are still there, of which Makushla can still be.
Put my crucial in the stables.
Okay.
Alright, be ready to go now, yeah?
Didn't you have some armor in here?
Ooh.
There was a few different. There was quite a bit of stuff in there.
What was it? The masterwork, no disadvantages on stealth check.
The masterwork what?
I forget what it was called.
Oh,
Let's
they got
not worry
red-
about
The
it.
stealthy.
Why are we
They
worried
got
about it?
retcon whenever I stopped being a forge cleric.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He's not a force cleric, so he's not doing that stuff anymore.
well then, so it's still in there. It just needs to be made towards me. Never
Yeah.
mind it.
Right, so we
Moving
go
on.
now.
Hmm.
That's so. Unless we want me to make any more bullets, I mean, I am pretty low on them.
Well, at this point, you all are. If you wish to take the lightning rail,
Meh.
if you simply travel by road, you guys are probably about a week's ride from Thronehold. Or you all can wait and do your teleportation.
You mix the bullets, I take a nap, and then we go.
Sounds good.
Right. Yeah.
Though with this building being permanent, you do come to the realization that this does mean that Lehman is most likely dead.
Farewell, my friend. I will slaughter Strahd for you.
I get to.
Okay, so while you guys are within Carl Acton in your new guild hall, is there anything anybody is doing of any importance?
Get shit faced and pass out in the bathtub.
Making
Okay.
the sharp bullets.
Well, you guys don't really have, but you guys have that big communal bath.
Hasn't been
Yeah.
cleaned
Okay,
in like
so
a
you're
while, right?
in one of the, just drinking and...
No, it hasn't.
The self-heating property of the water is now gone, and it will require you all to heat it yourselves if you wanted to heat it up.
There was a method for heating it outside of magic even made?
Yes.
Okay then.
It wasn't
Light a fire under
It
that
actually
thing.
wasn't magic that heated it. The servants actually heated it for you.
Okay, so they
just
lit
kept it
something,
filled.
a bonfire going in the
Pretty-
basement.
It's almost like a furnace that they poured
Yeah.
resources into.
Go downstairs, put some coal in the furnace, cast fireball on the coal, and go back and get in bed.
Fireball or
Careful with that one.
Does
Okay.
it have like algae though in it? Because I mean,
oh yeah, this place hasn't been cleaned in quite a while.
Yeah, it's still cleaner than the last lake we stuck in. Plop.
It takes a few hours for the water to get up to a decent temperature. It doesn't get it to steaming, as it's quite a bit of water. And there is a system that you can actually,
Steam.
that you can replace the water if you so wish. Though refilling it will be difficult unless you have magical means to do so. Some of you do, if you wish to go that route. But for now, you can heat up the water, and while it still stinks a bit of algae and old, tepid water, it is much better than the water that you all have been accustomed
Just
to.
go to an
for a
alchemist,
while.
get some chlorine tablets.
Yeah, drunk in the bathtub. It's been a while since I did this.
Two fish quite as nuts.
Fuck all of you.
No, there's no fishing.
Well, if it weren't for the fact that we just heated it back up, we might actually be able to put fish in it.
Yeah, but this is where you're supposed to bathe.
I don't care.
They'd eat,
yeah, of course the Birdman does.
they'd eat the algae.
Huh?
They'd eat the
Oh,
algae.
yeah, they would.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the Birdman would eat the fish.
Yeah,
Problem solved.
that's a win-win.
but then you need a gorilla to eat the Birdman. You see, it's all cyclical.
We have one.
We've got a Thraka, that's like a gorilla. A little dumber, but
So if you wish to make
sharp
bullets,
shot,
I
yeah.
need a tinker's check with dexterity, please.
Mm.
And which type are you trying to
Well,
make?
that's how
The sharp shot?
Okay, so you have your list there. So for the cost
Yeah.
and the DC.
I need some gold.
yeah, you need some gold.
You all did find quite a bit of gold within the observatory.
Oh, okay.
And I took his share for what he owed me.
I need some gold.
That's how they get you. He owns your debt, ergo he owns you.
Obviously. And then every time that I got to shoot something that's over there trying to attack him, then he charges me more for it.
I do.
So
That's
you've
how
just
this works.
gone from Bowie to Cage.
28.
28. So and what is what does the card say?
250 gold pieces per 10 rounds.
You can make the full 10 rounds.
Regular bullets?
And with the
Sharp shot.
28, you'll actually be able to lower the cost by 50 gold pieces.
Oh, okay, 200.
Don't pay, I put it on your tab.
Now remember to keep detailed records of what raw materials you have, because those can go against the cost.
Yeah, I know. Don't. I need to get some detailed records of those.
So no one else is doing anything while you're within Carl Acton.
Is there anywhere to
we
shop?
probably should
Huh?
sell off things and.
We should.
Inventory management.
You guys have
I'm
quite a
not
bit.
there.
Rocka's getting hammered.
Yeah, can we?
Yeah, for now, we will say that you guys have gone ahead and done that, but you've left the majority of gold within the safe.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But now you guys actually have a fairly empty haversacks and bag of holding, so you guys can begin to carry equipment again.
Lemon was the only place that sold magical.
It was the only magic item guy in town.
Which means yeah.
You guys can find some alchemists and things. Now remember, that in Eberron, magic is prevalent. You guys can find some potions and things, but pretty much anything that's stronger than potions and alchemist bag or alchemist fire, alchemist acid, things like that, you're not really gonna find.
Healing potions.
You can find healing potions. You can find that at an alchemist shop.
So I'll go buy some healing potions.
Okay. It's going on 10, so we're gonna try to speed this up a little bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead. The shop you do find you've actually frequented before. Now Liam is indeed gone. He has shuttered his doors, and now business is booming in her area. She has 4 regular potions and 3 greater.
Sold.
You buy them all?
Yes. Will she engage in haggling with me?
I'll let you go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Yeah! I love you, dice. That would be a 30 on a natural one.
So if you are willing to buy all of them, she'll give you a 10% discount.
Yeah, sold.
Okay, so you're looking at 3, 6, 900, 1,000, 1,100. So she'll give it to you for 890 gold, all of them.
Yeah, that's sold.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take that straight out of this. Okay.
Sounds good. I assume we need the healing potions more than we need gold that we're not using.
So spread them out as you guys see fit.
And then, should we convert a couple thousand into diamonds just in case somebody dies?
We should.
Might as well, though. With
I mean,
our
Does
luck
take
with
time to
resurrection.
do though, because you guys actually
To
have
find the
to
diamonds?
hire someone to find diamonds worth enough money.
Yeah.
If you're looking at diamond dust, that's easier. That for revivify, that's easier. But actual diamonds, you guys have gotten lucky that you've actually found diamonds
Well, I've
with
still
that
got
price.
2 diamonds.
How big would
And we
a
need to make
diamond
sure
that
we
cost
need to make sure we
1,000
get
gold
rations for the next
actually
trip.
No, it's not. It's not size. It's just the cut, the purity of the diamond.
Clarity, purity, all that.
Yeah.
Did we have any
I mean, the
rations
diamonds
left
that
in
you
this
guys
place?
have are probably like fit in the palm of your hand for 1,000 gold pieces. But that's about as
Actually,
expensive a
you could have
diamond as
some
you're gonna find.
diamonds in the vault.
Those weren't enough. You guys have 2 diamonds that were good enough for the spell. That's it.
Thankfully, when Perry died, it
Yeah,
didn't
it
use my
didn't get
diamonds.
used up. Yeah, that one you guys got
Get
lucky on.
those diamonds turned into diamond dust.
No, those are the little diamonds.
Yeah, those are little diamonds.
No,
Like,
get them, powder them up for revivify.
How long do you guys want to stay in town?
Can we just get diamond dust?
Let me see.
Can't you make them into like diamond dust? I mean, we got the alchemy kit still, right?
You can find about 100 gold pieces worth of diamond dust, and you guys can give diamonds to be pounded into diamond dust, but that takes time.
No, be good.
I go with Rotmir to go get some rations
Okay.
with,
Yeah, all the food that's in the guild hall is spoiled. The place looks like no one's been there in months because
No
you
one's
guys
been
haven't
there-
been there in a couple of months.
So, if we have enough diamond dust to revivify twice, and we have enough diamonds to do it's a big one twice, I think it'd be good.
I think so.
Yeah, so do you want to buy the diamond dust or no?
Eh?
Yes, I'll buy it.
Okay, I'll mark off the 100 gold from here.
I got it.
Yeah, you might as well do it on both.
I'm just taking it out of what you guys found last. Because
Oh.
you guys still haven't technically split that up yet, we'll do that later.
Yeah.
We'll do that
Okay.
off camera. We don't normally we'll do that on camera, but for this time, we're getting a late start and we still have a lot to do today. So
Should I get someone to at least try and fit that stealthy armor to
No,
me? No, just drop it off to be fitted.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Might need some money.
go ahead and roll me an
Inventory
investigation.
management.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
So you find
5?
5.
Well, I'm tagging
You
along.
you find a leather.
No,
worker.
I'm sorry, 10.
10. Okay,
I'll
that's
go
better.
with
That's
them.
much better. You find a leather worker. He's willing to do it.
Hmm.
He does require down payment.
Mm-hmm.
And now, is this stuff magic? It's just masterwork, correct?
I
Yeah,
think so, yeah.
Okay.
it's the slippery one, right?
No, not the slippery one. That's the one I'm wearing.
Go ahead and roll me an insight check. Said we're trying to speed this up, so we're not. Normally I'd role play this stuff, but
20.
20? Yeah, this guy, you can tell this guy's not skilled enough. While he talks a big game, he does not have the skills to actually convert that stuff and still keep it at its masterwork level. This guy is more of like he's a good tanner, he can turn things into hide, he can make leather, he can do some boiled leather, some boiled leather stuff that's passable at least, that's good for like beginning adventurers, but you would not want this guy to actually try to convert this stuff. And with the time that you have with your role, he's about the only one that you find that is either open at the time that you find him or willing to help.
Do you know any better ones?
That is not
The
something.
best.
Aye, okay, thank you. You know what, I'll keep a hold of it for now.
Oh. Come back if you need some work done.
Yeah, hey.
Isn't your current armor good enough? I mean,
That's good, but I'd rather...
Better is better.
Better is better. Especially when I'm sneaky. Though, didn't we get this off of someone else?
Didn't we get it off the Rakshasha?
the armor got left behind.
No.
I'm pretty sure that one actually is the Rakshas's armor.
The one that was left behind was the Rakshasha's armor. The one that you're trying to convert
Right.
is the Rakshasha's armor.
Ah,
If only you were a
is
cat.
Rakshasha big or small?
If only you
Much
were
taller than me.
a tabaxi.
She was about 6.5 feet tall when she converted, and her frame was much. The problem is the frame.
Mm.
No. You're are you trying to do the glamour scale? Because that's what the Rakshasha was wearing.
No.
So no. So that's a different set. We'll have to do some research on where you found that.
Okay.
So I'll get back to you on that.
Oh no, this one's from.
We're not going to worry about it.
We'll do it later.
We're past the point of no return. He didn't
yeah.
even find the blacksmith, so it's actually irrelevant.
We started over an hour late, so we're just trying to get to where we can actually get to something tonight. Get to something real. Okay, so what are y'all doing?
Well, that's pretty much it. I guess
All that's left would be to
go and have some drinks and then going to bed.
Okay.
Teleport
So
to-
the rest of the night passes. Once again, you guys are within Karlakton, which is a major city, and now in the guild hall, it's not nearly as comfortable as it was. So you didn't realize just how much those servants were actually doing for you all. But you all get yourselves a nice rest, and the next day, Flynn can go ahead and have you all teleport in.
You know, in our defense
Now-
for the going out and peeing, we would normally have taken a break by now.
Yeah, for now, we're going to go ahead and take a very quick break, so that way we can get back to this. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. We'll just get this done so that way people can pee and stretch their legs. We'll be back. Bear with us, please. We have a lot to do tonight still. Okay, so we'll see you all in a few minutes. And welcome back. We actually have to go ahead and call it for tonight. I completely forgot that we have two people who need to be up by 3 o'clock in the morning to leave. So we're going to go ahead and let them get some sleep. We only got a little bit done tonight, but that's okay. Mainly, we got a whole bunch of technical issues figured out and fixed. So as much as we didn't get as much playtime in, I'm very glad we had tonight in. I promise next week we're going to have a lot more happening. There's a lot more going on. And, well, we'll have some fun for you guys next week. Once again, I'd like to thank Military Gamer Supply. Remember to check out David's Tiles and Terrain on Facebook and Instagram. Check out all of the work that I've done on there. Remember, what's Mike doing? Oh, yeah. Remember, everybody, to love each other and keep rolling them dice. Good night.